in the pro sport class. No support. This kid is absolutely on fire.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty impressive also, especially that last part, no support thing. I mean, I'm sure he's got some, obviously, but we'll see what this one turns out to be. Race 41 of 43. So on the gate, 450 Pro Sport. Behind that, 65 7 to 11, and the barn burner of the Super Mini 2 13 to 16 to well, end this amazing week of racing. 7 straight days of racing, 8 days on this racetrack if you count practice on Saturday. And here we are at the end of it all.
With still some amazing racing to go.
Yeah, have you noticed there's no one left the fences here? We still have as many people out right now as we had 6, 8, 10 races ago.
And this is the one to watch. This is the one where the fences will be lined, as it is our final Pro Sport Moto of the week, and it's all on the line. But obviously, we've seen some guys that seem to have put themselves in the right positions in these motos. But man, I'm putting my eye on who was our 4th place finisher earlier this week. But regardless, no matter where he finishes, I'm leaving here a fan of Jonathan Getz.
And speaking of fans, we got some riders to be fans of from that 125-12 to 17 BC class as they take off in the 450 Pro Sport.
Thank you, Rodney. Eddie and Bailey, congratulations out there. Good job. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my grandpa, grandma, Brad at Club 57, TZR, Motorbikes Plus, 760, Drake, Vol, Ailish, Levi, Geis, and everybody else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Great job. Alessandro Caminetti, come on up here. Viva Mexico. All right, you take that. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank KBR Performance, Josh, Atos Yamaha, Dunlop, One Industry, Heatwave, SKDA, Tamer, Holshot, ODI, Get, EVS, Alpine Star, Bills Pipes, MX Tire, ACV, Carminati Motorsports, Yamaha Fairbell, my mom, my dad, my sister, my Mexican family, my Italian family. Thank you everyone for watching this, and yeah, we again on the podium. Viva Mexico!
Viva Mexico! I like it. That's what you're going to get from now on. Come on up here. Jesse Potato. Come on up here, bud. You get the plate. We got a burner on the track. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the entire EBR Performance team, Altus, Yamaha, Dunlop, One Industries, Heatwave, SKDA, Tamer, ODI, Get, EVS, A-Star, Bill Pipes, MX Tire, ASV, Warren Engineering, Seguera Designs, my trainer back home, a mechanic, and everybody else. Thank you so much. Let's get it!
Yeah! Back to you up there. Tell us what's happening out there.
Well, what's happening right now is we have Landon Gordon in the lead, which I got to say is not a shocker because he's a great starter, but I'm shocked at Avery Long's position. I can't wait to see where he's at when they come around and check in. He is one of the guys that rides the 450, and he's our Moto 1 winner, and I think he's buried right now.
Oh, he is. But look at this. Gibson right up in the mix right now. Gibson been tough all week long. Talked about one of the nicest kids out there. Here we go, Stu. Gordon and Gibson.
Look in front of the tower here. That's Avery Long down. No, I'm sorry. Is it?
No.
That is not. My bad. Did you look? That's not my error.
3 people just had a heart attack out there, Wyndham.
I'm sorry. Well, look, I got the headphones on, but I heard it as I kind of thought I saw it, and definitely heard it from some others up in the tower. We will not mention whose mistake that was. I'll take it.
Atascadero, California sends Landon Gordon out. He's in the lead, Stu Baylor, but Landon Gibson out of Peachtree City, Georgia, starting to apply a little pressure. Bernardo Tiburcio out of Orlando in that 3rd place. He's followed by Jonathan Getz out of Old Town, Florida, and it's going to be the Fitch. Robert Fitch coming out of Elbert, Colorado, rounding out our top 5 as they run.
Behind that, we've got Luke Renzlin. One other name to mention that we shouldn't see this far back is Caden Dunny sitting there in 7th place. Ryder Malotsky in 8th. Victor Barbeau in 9th, and Jordan Renfro in 10th place. So up front, Landon Gordon, man, his starts this week.
Adding to another name that we should not see in the back is your Moto 1 winner. I called him down, but he did not go. That is Avery Long. He did check in 13th place. Got a long row to hoe. As they run right now, he finds himself in the 7th place position overall. Not what you expect to see from the rider who rides the 450 so well in the 450 Pro Sport Moto.
And there's only 3 motos left, a couple motos left, and we've been saying that all week. You don't expect Corey Carson sitting back here that far. You don't expect Peyton Jackson back there, It's just the level of the competition. It's where we're at.
Look at this right now, and this early, right? But you expect Gordon to be in the front. We got a great battle ensuing for our 2nd and 3rd place position. But as they run right now, Landon Gordon is in the first overall championship position with a 6-1, Mega.
Wow,
that is insane.
6-1. Look at Tiburcio right now. I'm impressed. Bernardo Tiburcio out of Orlando on the number 3 Honda. He is bringing the fight right now to Landon Gibson.
Absolutely. The battle is definitely shaken up, and as we see, he's closed that gap right to the rear wheel. See if he can do anything with this guy in front of him coming up through here for these step-ups. There's a little bit of a passing opportunity as they enter that section that they get to run as they make this left-hander up at the top of the hill.
Jonathan Getz throwing his hat in the ring, too. He wants to dance as well. He said, hey, guys, where's my invitation? It is now a 4-way battle up front. Gordon has a bit of a cushion right there, but Gibson, Tiburcio, and Getz, this one's going to turn into a burner.
Man, it's sitting in this position, like we're too locked into the race. It's hard to call it at this point. Yeah,
you better believe it for sure, because you're waiting for that move. Yes, absolutely. That's what we call fanning out.
It really is.
We just fanned out because we love racing.
Rodney earlier, we had to tap him to breathe.
No doubt. Well, that's because he smokes 3 packs a day. No, that's not because he's the biggest fan.
No, it was.
We had to make sure he had a pulse.
Well, we got look. Get prepped, all right? Because we got a lot more racing to call, because Tiburcio now turning the fastest lap time of the race early on lap 2, 158.6. And we got to see what Caden Dudney's doing. We got to see what Avery Long's doing. We got to see what all these guys are doing that are coming through the pack right now.
Where are they going, Kevin?
To the front, they hope.
Through the twisties, and look at this. Tiburcio got a good drive, Dean. We were both leaning out there checking them twisties out. Tiburcio made the short course of it into the 2nd place past Gibson. Look at this. He is on track right now. He is headed for the 18 of Gordon as they dive down into the pit. Going to make that right-hander, going to make the big climb to the finish line. Gordon comes through. Tiburcio followed by Gibson. Look at this. Who is it? That's Jonathan Getz. He gets it. And Caden Dudney, the number 40, right behind him. A little off the last lap around, but he has closed that gap, Stu.
Definitely. And looking on the screen, it looks like the fastest lap on that one with a 157.1 is the 6th place rider who's obviously working his way up.
Tiburcio makes the move. Didn't mean to step on you right there, Stu, but up over the Gator's back. Tiburcio pulls the trigger. Rockets by Landon Gordon.
Unbelievable run now for Tiburcio. As we look at the overall class results as they ran the last lap, the top 3 are tied with 7 points. This is anyone's championship. This will now put Tiburcio into the overall as they come around again, as he has passed Gordon and now in control of this race.
And back to what you were saying, Stu, back there making moves, making passes, running a 157.1. Avery Long not done with this. We got a lot of racing to go.
Absolutely. He's closing that gap up, and he's closing it quick. And a little bit longer racing with these Pro Sport motos. So
plenty of racing.
You got to think he's got enough time to do it as long as he stays on rails right now. But looking at that number 1 ride of Tiburcio, he is definitely on rails right now and opening up a gap.
Guys, let's just go ahead and point out the overall results. Now we have 4 riders totaling 7 points. Gordon, Tiburcio, Dudney, Long, all sitting on 7 points. Man, it will not stay that way for long, because Avery Long and Caden Dudney are charging towards the front. And Gordon.
Here we go. Just parked him. So Gibson giving another one up right there. On his way through, it looks like.
Now got Getz sitting in that 3rd place position. Man, at 14 years old, he could be running 12 to 17 BC. He could be running Super Mini.
Yes.
But instead, he's up here 3rd place. in the pro sport class.
At 14 years
At
old.
14 years
you
old.
better believe it.
Here's a battle on screen. We have Dudney and Gibson going at it, as that is the battle for fourth there through the finish line.
Oh, and guess who's right behind them?
Yeah, well,
Tell us what he's doing.
it's a party.
We've got 2 seconds faster than any other rider on the track with a 155 coming out of that 260.
Avery Long.
There you go.
Whoa, Avery Long and Caden Dudney actually make contact. No harm, no foul. Both riders stay on their machine, but the battle is coming for Caden Dudney as Avery Long is on your heels.
Wow.
And now as quick as I say that, Caden Dudney now putting pressure again on Gibson.
Yeah, just passing that pressure on up the lines, too, right there. One guy catching the next guy and just using that momentum, pushing forward. Whoa.
Here we go. Caden
There we
Dudney
go. Yep.
inside. He has now made another pass as he flies by Gibson.
And that was a quick move. That wasn't a setup, whatever. That was out of necessity right there. Grabbed a handful, made the move where he was, Stu. Didn't look for a spot.
No, this guy is going to the front. There's nothing stopping him going to the front. And I think this will actually shake up the overall with the 2 positions that he's clicked off here. I think this is actually going to move him right up to the front as we'll watch the scoreboard here in front of us.
Tiburcio now sitting on 6 points, so he is in control. We'll see what the math plays out.
This should put Avery Long into 4th position on the track, which will put him with 5 points totaling, and the overall, if it stays where he is.
It will not stay the way it is. There is so much battling everywhere you look on the track right now as Caden Dudney is on screen and through the twisties and the split lane.
Tiburcio comes by.
Tiburcio by the
Gordon
tower.
right below us. Here's the battle right now. Down into the pit. Here we go.
Tiburcio round again to complete lap number 5. Gordon right there on his heels. And it is Caden Dudney moving up a spot. It is Gibson moving back a spot. And it is Avery Long still in the 6th place position.
Now, this is one of those situations. Avery Long keeps turning the laps, but he's giving up the real estate. He keeps putting in the burners. He's running fast times, but not picking up spots right now.
Well, out of your front 6, that last lap, it was Caden Dudney with the faster of the time out of those 6 positions. Not the fastest lap of the race, but he feels the need. He needs to throw the hammer down because you don't want Avery Long nipping at those heels.
As it stands right now, it looks like we've got Tiburcio with the overall with a 5-1 moto score. Caden Dudney with 2-4 as it runs with 6 points. And just behind them, Jonathan Getz with a 4-3, putting him 7th. And Avery Long with a 1-6. So still a lot of racing left, and a lot can change with those results.
So you look at that 5-1 up top. All of a sudden, a 1-6 is back and forth. Look at the scores in between. 2-4, 4-3. I mean, all over the place, Stu.
Most definitely. And you know, we can't count out Landon Gordon. He's still in striking distance of the leader, running a great race. His starts have been dialed. Seems that he's been shuffled a little bit farther to the back than he wants to be, but he's not giving it up yet.
Oh, no. And still plenty of racing. Still plenty of racing. This being a pro sport class, lots of time left. So here come the leaders.
Young man on the fence down there. You need to hop off the fence, sir.
Yeah, we need to get
off the fence.
In the KTM coat down there, you need to get off the fence, please. Somebody want to help us out with that? Ought to be off. You shouldn't be sitting on a fence when there's a race going on. So somebody help us out. I appreciate
back to the
that.
battle. We have more shaping up as they go down into the pit. Things are going to shake up yet again. You're going to have to give us a running order as they stand, Stu, because there is things changing as quick as we can call it out.
All right, we need you to get off the fence, please. Wearing the KTM coat down there, we need you to get off the fence, please. Somebody help us out. All right, there's only one person sitting on the fence. Thank you.
All right, got our fence issue cleared. Now it's back to the action.
Hey, listen, that's serious. That's an injury waiting for the spectator and an athlete.
All right, so as quick as we were tied with 7 points, let's check back in. Tiburcio, 6 points total. Get 6 points total. Caden Dudney, 6 points total. Avery Long, 6 points total for this championship. Unbelievable.
Holy cow. Long making that move and set that whole situation up right there. 6 6.66.
This is the racing that you want to close out the week with. This is absolutely impressive. And, yeah, so we now see Jonathan Getz with the fastest last lap around that time, moving himself into second place, closing the gap on the leader by 2 seconds.
That is ridiculous.
4 bikes in one turn at one time as Avery Long now pulls side to side with Caden Dudney.
Oh!
Dudney slammed the door.
Oh, I can't believe there wasn't contact right there. Holy cow. Unbelievable racing we're looking at. As you said, 4 riders in one shot. Here they come.
Avery Long and Caden Dudney make contact. Avery Long loses drive, doesn't go down, but lost a little bit of position as here they come by the tower.
Down into the pit. Here we go, fanning out one more time. We got to call this race, too.
I don't know if anybody's fanning out. Man, my heart rate is redline right now. I'm in zone 5 calling a race.
Tiburcio 157.2 as he makes the climb out of the pit. Look at this. Jonathan Getz turns a 156.8 in that number 2 ride. Gordon in the 3rd place, 157.0. Kate Dudney made some contact. He's a 157.0 as well. And Avery Long in that number 5 spot, 156.8. Still back there turning fast laps.
Not only that, we saw the contact made in the twisties there.
Yes.
It definitely cost him, I would say, at least half a second, more like a second.
Oh, for
losing
sure.
that drive. But look, he's closing the gap there on the 4th place rider with Dudney again, and he's going to go for it right here they approach the pro section.
We're about to see a blue-on-blue crime take place right here, I believe.
Guys, I have never in my life seen a race where we're on lap 7 and we have 4 competitors tied for the championship, 450 Pro Sport.
And basically battling for the lead. Not only tied for the championship, I think you're right. Do some math for us, Griffey said, I do not think it's possible to see any more ties than that mathematically. I think he's right.
Here we go on screen. It's 3 riders in one corner yet again. Rut row, guys. I think Avery Long has made the pass on Caden Dudney. That will give him the advantage right now. Too early to call anything. Yellow flags are waving. They're going through the rollers. And it is now Avery Long putting pressure on Landon Gordon.
But here, putting pressure, everybody's putting pressure. 5 bikes in the same camera shot this time. The gap to the leader has closed down. Jonathan Getz sliding right there, I would say within half a second, closing that gap on Tiburcio. But, man, the racing has just been unreal. 7 laps in and still calling racing like this.
Unbelievable.
Here they come by the tower one more time. It's still Tiburcio with the lead. A little bit of pressure now being applied by Getz, and look behind him. It is Gordon, Avery, and Dudney.
And again, we could pull out that baby blanket.
You can throw a baby blanket over them, but as they run right now, this is going to be enough for Avery Long to now be in control of the title, but it is going to be some more moving and grooving and shaking and baking as we still have laps to complete. A longer moto here for our 450 Pro Sport class, and it is a pressure cooker into lap 8.
No doubt about the pressure, all the way back through top 6 or 7 positions. But what's happening up there in the front is absolutely incredible. Now all of a sudden, we don't see the ties anymore. 5, 6, 6, 7. Avery Long finds himself in championship position now.
As Avery Long pulls up beside Landon Gordon. Did not get the pass done as they are back up what we call the elevator back in the 90s.
Exactly. I love that thing.
Let's go back with the elevator. Nice pro section addition.
So may see that white this time around, fellas. May see that white flag this time around.
Long pulls up alongside Gordon, and he gets it done down the Gator tail as he heads towards 20 miles of bad road. Every point that he can add is just a little bit of cushion as we have 4 riders eligible. It is unbelievable racing right now. Avery Long has come from way deep back in the pack. He is having the ride that dreams are made of as he hopes to solidify a 450 Pro Sport championship.
Yeah, looking to do that. Things look pretty good right now. Like you said, he wants a bit of a cushion, has to really focus, hit the marks right now. We don't want to say throttle back, wants to keep the pressure on, wants to put in good laps, hit those marks, bring this thing home. Going to see Tiburcio here working his way through. There's your leader, the number 3 machine. Looks like the white flag is going to come out this time, Kevin. Going to hit that right-hander. Yes, white flag is out.
Avery Long in control of the championship, but he doesn't appear to be done as he pulls up to the backside of Getz. It is Tiburcio around to lead yet another one. Lap 9 in the books. Getz, Long, Gordon, and Dudney.
So very evenly matched. Getz turns a 156.7. Long turns a 156.8. Clearly the fastest two riders on the course last time around.
Absolutely, and you gotta remember Avery Long made passes on that lap, so he was riding lines that he was forced that he did not want to be in, trying to make moves, and man, he's closed right up to the tail end of Jonathan Getz, and what an impressive ride. We saw him check in lap 1 and 13th, and I want to say he was somewhere buried outside of the top 20 when we watched him come down the hill off the start. So,
and guys, this is the best of the best. So you got to believe that Avery Long is getting the pit board that says you are in fact the champ, but he is not resting on that as he continues to nip at the heels of Jonathan Getz, who has closed the gap to Tiburcio, but still in the lead is Tiburcio. Whoa. He just got another one. Like I said, he is not resting on this championship. He wants to go to the front, and that is exactly what Avery Long is doing.
And he's going to do it with a 1-2. How about that? That's a statement. Yes. I'm going to agree with Griff in our ear right now, the producer. I think he's been, if not the fastest or the best rider all week, but he's been frustrated. He's let those aggressions loose out there. He's proven it's no fluke. This is where he's belonged. He's going home right now to the front, to the championship.
Very frustrating to hit the ground.
Yes, sir.
He probably got banged up a little bit, but rebounded, and he is going to the front as they are through the twisties and the split lane, the Gizmo mods. As this race, one of the best we have called, is coming to an end, and it is still Tiburcio.
And look at this, right to the very end. Tiburcio able to hold on, but Avery Long bringing the heat all the way through this one from deep, deep, deep in the pack. Checkered flag is out. That's going to do it. Tiburcio with the moto win. That's going to set him on a 5-1 for second place overall, 6 points. Avery Long checks in that second position. He's going to go 1-2, guys. Going to go 1-2 for 3 points over